Look at the marbling on this rib. This is exactly what you want for a proper churrasco. It will be incredibly tender. The secret is the coarse salt and the high flame. Look at this crust. That means all the flavor is locked inside the meat. And here we have the cordero, the lamb, roasted perfectly. We just slice it thin right onto the platter for you to enjoy with the farofa. Here at the churrascaria, precision is everything. We slice the beef right here along the bone. We use the short ribs for the churrasco. The secret is in the cut, keeping the meat attached to the bone for maximum flavor.
Aqui, separamos a carne do osso com precisão. Veja só a maciez e o marmoreio dessa peça. É perfeita para o nosso churrasco.
This right here is the heart of the picanha. Look at this marbling. This is exactly what you want for the perfect churrasco. These are the beef ribs or costela. We slice them thin like this, perfect for the traditional Brazilian churrasco. This here is the picanha. The secret is in the fat cap. You must leave it just like this for the perfect flavor of the grill.
Este aqui é o entrecô de Goiânia. Então aqui eu vou fazer uma costela agora. Vou tirar aqui para fazer um prime rib dessa costela aqui.
Look at the marbling on this picanha. We leave the fat cap on for maximum flavor when it hits the charcoal. We adjust the salt to ensure every piece of the beef rib is uniform. This is essential for the traditional Brazilian barbecue.
Isso aqui já para botar na estaca lá, hein? Isso aqui já para botar na estaca agora. Chuleta do dia inteiro. Esse aqui, ó.
Precision is key here. As you can see, this picanha is perfectly prepared for the grill, just how we do it in Brazil. As you can see, this cut is incredibly fresh and lean. It's perfect for the churrascaria, very tender and full of flavor.
Pescoço de novo. Segunda vez, tá? Pescoço de novo. Isso aqui é o entrecô. Entrecote. L'entrecote. Vazio. Tri bonito, ó. Tri bonito, ó. Cheio do último, ó. Um vazio. Carne de porco. Desoma sem queijo. Desossado.
This is the finest cut of Brazilian beef rib. We skewer it carefully to ensure even cooking over the fire. We use the long metal skewers for the larger cuts, especially the ribs. See how the fat marbling stays centered? That's the secret to the flavor.
Aqui nós temos a costela bovina, o corte mais tradicional do nosso churrasco. É preciso paciência no fogo.
We are preparing the costela here. The key is to secure the meat properly on the skewer so it cooks evenly over the fire. So for the ribs, we keep the bone in for flavor. But for the picanha like this, you must skewer it carefully to keep the juices locked in. This is the prime cut of the alcatra, very popular here. We skewer it carefully to keep the juices in.
Aqui nós temos a verdadeira picanha. A gente coloca no espeto assim, sempre com a gordura para cima, para ficar bem suculenta.
For the perfect churrasco, we use the finest cuts, like this beautiful picanha. We slide them onto the skewer just like this, ready for the grill. For the best churrasco, you must choose the right cuts. Look at the marbling on this one. タイプのマイクがあってね、大体どのショットもね、だからね、その運んでいる時のスペアとか、おい、いやね、もうなんかね、あんまちょっと。This is the finest cut of picanha, seasoned simply with coarse salt, just the way we do it in Brazil. The secret is in the heat control. We sear it down here, then lift it with the chain to finish cooking evenly.
Ó, carne boa. Essa aqui é a costelinha 4, olha só. Um marmoreio dessa carne. Bom dia.
This is the picanha, the most famous cut in Brazil. We hang it right here so the fat melts slowly.
Mais uma picanha na brasa, por favor.
I'm just moving the embers now to control the heat. This is the traditional way to get the meat perfectly seasoned and juicy. We hang the large cuts directly over the embers. This is the traditional way to cook the perfect picanha, ensuring a crispy crust and juicy center. We use only the best cuts like this picanha, and the fire must be just right. We hang the picanha right here on the chains, letting the fire kiss the meat slowly. This is the traditional churrasco style. Welcome to our churrascaria. We only use the finest cuts, seasoned simply with coarse salt, then cooked slowly over the open fire. The secret is in the embers. We keep them glowing hot to seal the flavor, then the rotating skewers do the rest, like this beautiful picanha. Look at this beautiful cut. We hang it right here on the chains, close to the fire, and that's how you get the perfect crust and the juicy center. We use only the best cuts, slow roasted over the embers until perfectly juicy. This is the secret to real churrasco. You have to control the fire, move the embers like this to ensure every cut is juicy and perfect for our guests. See, the fire needs to be consistent. This is the secret to a perfect picanha. We move the embers like this to control the heat. This here is the picanha. We only use coarse salt, nothing else. The rotation ensures a perfect crust while keeping the inside juicy. This is how we prepare the finest picanha. Hanging it allows the fat to slowly tenderize the meat. The key is in the embers. We move them constantly to ensure the perfect char on the outside while keeping the inside juicy. We move the embers like this to control the heat, ensuring the picanha cooks perfectly on all sides. This here is the picanha, the most popular cut in Brazil. We hang it close to the embers to get that perfect char while keeping the inside juicy.
See how the fat drips and the fire rises? We move the coals to get that perfect char flavor you can only find here.
This is the picanha, very popular here. We hang it over the fire to seal in the flavor before rotating. You have to keep the embers moving to maintain the perfect temperature. This ensures the meat cooks evenly and stays juicy. Welcome to our churrascaria. We hang the finest cuts like this picanha, letting the fire and chains do the work for that perfect smoky flavor.
Aqui na churrascaria, o segredo é o fogo. A carne precisa desse calor intenso para ficar perfeita.
The chains allow the fat to render slowly. See how the salt crust is already forming? This is how we get the perfect texture. We move the embers to control the flame. See how the fat hits the coal? That's where the flavor comes from.
Hoje teremos o Festival da Costela, mas também teremos outras carnes, como cordeiro, teremos filé mignon, picanha, teremos o entrecô.
This is how we prepare the picanha. We hang it right above the embers so the fat renders slowly, keeping it juicy. We rotate the skewers slowly, letting the fat baste the meat. This is the real churrasco tradition. You have to keep the embers hot like this. This is the secret to the perfect picanha.
We hang the picanha directly over the embers. This slow rotation locks in the flavor, making it incredibly juicy for you.
Here at the churrascaria, the secret is the embers. We move them just right to get this perfect crust on the picanha. We hang the picanha right here over the embers. This rotation ensures a perfect cook every time, locking in the flavor. We keep the embers glowing bright like this, making sure the meat, look at this beautiful cut, cooks evenly. This is the authentic churrasco style. We ensure the perfect marbling on every cut. This picanha is grilled to perfection. Enjoy.